Hey guys, I've been painting up a Legio Ignatum Warlord from Adeptus Titanicus, and I've had some questions around how I've achieved some of the effects on him. So I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to put together a bunch of videos, which I've been wanting to do for a little while, with the isolation that we're going through at the moment in these weird times. Weird things happen, like this haircut, which isn't my normal haircut, but this is what happens. So it's a bunch of videos, so we'll go through things like the metallics, which is what this video will be, the red that we've been able to get, the hazard stripes, which is quite iconic for the fire wasps, and also the gold trim. So just a few points to note, or those are, I haven't done any videos before, so this will be very much a learning experience for how to put them together, which is going to be fun, and hopefully they'll get better as we go along, but would appreciate any feedback you may have. And the second thing is I'm not an expert painter. I've learned some stuff over probably the few too many years that I've been painting miniatures for. So I hope you get something from these videos. Anyway, let's get into it. Working off a base of lead belcher that I've applied with airbrush, we're just going to wash all of the metallic areas. This is to help find all the definition in the metallic areas off the base coat. It can be really rough and ready, it really doesn't matter. As you probably know, with null oil you'll need buckets of the stuff, so don't worry about buying a lot, you'll definitely get through it all. And now what I'm doing is effectively just hunting down, and the main thing with washes, especially when you apply it heavily, is all the pooling. So make sure after you've kind of finished a piece, or even in this case half a piece, the legs, I'm going around and drying off my brush and hunting down all the pools of null oil that have flown into recesses. Also, probably one more tip is when you do finish washing a certain piece, there's still going to be some that will dry or fall into crevices, so just make sure you place your pieces upright so that when they do dry, they dry in places that you're probably not going to see. Step 2 is the lead belcher dry brush. So this is fairly much to re-establish the base colour after we've done that heavy wash. So keeping all the details, like the definition lines, however it's very much making sure that we get back to that strong, solid lead belcher colour on top. So it is a heavy dry brush, don't be shy about how you apply this. And as you can see from the video below, it really does bring it back, but you can see all of that definition, which is like, it's quite iconic with all the Adeptus Titanicus stuff. We're kind of lucky is the fact that it does have a ton of detail in such small miniatures. So this is ideal type of painting technique for these types of miniatures. Now we're putting on a very selective wash, so nowhere near the heaviness of the null oil. This is using a really nice wash, Agrax Earthshade. So this is just to, I guess, give the metal a bit more realism. And you can skip this step if you want it to be a nice, pretty Titan with no stains or anything. But effectively, it's to show us like a more weathered, oiled Titan. It's grimy, it's done some work. So that's why it is selective. You want to pick out where you want to put this wash. It's not necessarily all over it like we did with null oil. So you're picking out specific areas where it's done all the work. You know, this boy's been busy. So in around the knee joints, around all the pistons obviously, where the hip joint meets the leg joint and so on. So yeah, this will really help bring some extra depth to your metallics as well, because you've got those blacks and browns in there. So don't be shy, but it doesn't have to go anywhere near as far as null oil does. This is close to the final step. The iron breaker is being applied, which is a shinier metal than the lead belcher. This is a really light dry brush, nowhere near the weight of the lead belcher. We want to concentrate on doing downward strokes on all the metallics so that it is capturing the highest areas and sections where the light would naturally be hitting it. These are going to really bring out a lot of the definition in the metallics, which will be great. You'll still have that dark metal underneath and the browns and black washes. So just concentrate on the raised areas and you'll find that it really comes to life with this step. this one is a totally optional step, which is a Seraphim Sepia wash, a very selective but concentrated wash on the pistons and moving parts, where the Agrax Earthshade mightn't have put in enough browns and oil stains. These are your oil stains, so go bananas if you want. So that was the base metallics. You can enhance them by adding in detail with, hunting down detail with a gold or a bronze, or also looking for things like cabling that you can paint in like a blue or green or something that will contrast against the predominantly red Titan, which the red is what's coming up in the next video. So I hope you have an airbrush handy. Get those compressors pumping air.